The Indigenous Affairs Minister has signalled the Commonwealth is open to restoring the service of alcohol in remote Northern Territory communities after blanket bans imposed during the intervention. It's something the Territory Government is pushing for after an influx of people moving to the cities to drink.
Social clubs and wet canteens have been a contentious part of life in remote Northern Territory communities for decades. The intervention in 2007 banned alcohol in many remote communities, but the federal and Northern Territory governments are stepping back from prohibition.
Because I think all the evidence shows that it's better not to have a blanket-based approach, better to have alcohol plans that are worked out with the communities.
I just think we've got to lose that language of wet canteens, and if people are looking at these things, well, you know, why not have a sports and social club?
During the long wet season, hundreds of people have been sleeping rough in major centres like Darwin and Alice Springs. Mayors are blaming the intervention's drinking bans, but that doesn't wash with the minister.
This wasn't something that happened in many places when the intervention began. Many communities in the Territory have been dry for a long time. They wanted to be dry and they want to stay dry.
The Territory opposition has given conditional support for social clubs in the 20 large communities identified as growth towns.
But also I think it's important that we get people working in these communities, not just sitting on the dole and drinking alcohol.
The head of remote services in the Territory has criticised Centrelink for not enforcing welfare breaches when people don't seek work or send their children to school.
And if they aren't doing what they're supposed to do, they will be breached.
In another sign the intervention is winding down, the last of 60 federal police flown in to run 18 new remote police stations will leave the Territory in June. Territory Police say they've been replaced by local officers over the last 2 years, and the stations will remain fully staffed. Rick Hind, ABC News, Darwin.